guys, welcome to another recap of Project Runway, Teams Edition. So, this episode started out with Heidi bringing out the old infamous button bag, as Tim Gunn would say. So Michelle doesn't have a team because her partner got eliminated last time. So Heidi picks a name out of the button bag, and it's Patricia, the one person that Michelle does not want to work with. Worst case scenario. So Michelle joins the team of Patricia and Liana. So Heidi also leaves them with a tidbit. Fashion is timeless. Go meet Tim Gunn tomorrow. So they show up at an old lady jazzy class. You gotta love these old ladies. They are so adorable. I just want to pick one of them up under my arm and carry them home. They're just so cute and sassy. I love that. I think the older you get in life, the sassier you get, because you figure, hey, I can get away with it. What have I got to lose? Alright, so it's fashion for the mature woman. And they are randomly assigned to their adorable old ladies. And everybody on the team gets one person. It's not cohesive, so don't stress out about that. The bad news is you've only got one day and $200. So Amanda, after she gets back from Mood, is kind of having a little freak out because she's like, this fabric's not going to work with what I designed. Ugh, why did she pick that fabric? It was so scary unless you're 12 years old. Daniel talks a lot. Oh Lord, you thought I talked a lot? That guy is like an old washwoman. Blah, blah, blah. If he can't find anybody to talk to, he will talk to himself. So it's Tim check-in time. And Kate, she's got this black top with like this flowered thing on the bottom. It looked like a disaster. I hope she can do something with that because it didn't start out looking too good. And Patricia, I don't know how she's still here because everything she's ever designed has been like a train wreck, and everybody loved it. I just don't get it, especially the hardware flower shop thing. I was like, how did she end up not getting eliminated? Because it just looked horrible. She's making this moo-moo cape for her person. It's weird. It's like a tarp in turquoise. So Tim hated Amanda's fabric. At least I thought he did. It just, I don't know. Where did she get that fabric? The oldies show up for a fitting. And some of them are quite frisky. There was a little ass grabbing going on in the workers' room. And Patricia's cape, she's really starting to rethink it. It looks like a giant bib. It's a cluster for everyone, but especially Patricia. She decides at the end of the day, the next day when she comes in, she's going to have to totally redesign that element. That's cutting it close. So it's runway time, and the guest judge this week, none other than the uncuddliest oldie going, Joan Rivers, and her daughter, Melissa. Little outspoken, but you know what? I really like that about them. That's about the only thing. Alright, Rachel Roy is sitting in for Zach Posen because he's got some S going on. Alright, some of these oldie models really worked it. It was great seeing them strutting down that runway like they owned it. Patricia, however, ended up dragging down her team. Her team was safe, the three of them, but they could have been in the top if it wasn't for Patricia. Her scores were po-po. So they saved her, and she saved them from being the winners. So Daniel, let's talk about the upper crust here. Daniel, he made a sexy black suit for his oldie. It had some nice detailing. It was classy. It looked really good on the runway. I really enjoyed his design this week. Certainly better than last week's. Samantha, she made this yellow and leopard form-fitting dress for her oldie because she had just lost like 30-something pounds. I love the skirt, but the top was kind of weird. I mean, I think it probably would have been better strapless or with like a little jacket on the top. But those like cappy sleeves that she did were kind of weird. Richard, he had that turquoise easy dress that Heidi was just like, dying for. She's like, I wish they had that in my size. I want that with leggings or boots or... I don't, you know, I liked the concept of the dress, but something weird was going on in the waist area, and it looked really poorly sewn there. It didn't line up right. I don't know. Maybe if that had been sewn better, I would have liked it a lot better, but I did like with the black stripe and everything. It was just that waistband. It seems like a construction issue. It was weird. Stanley, the strapless jumpsuit. Oh my, he made that oldie look like $1,000,000. That was my favorite from the very beginning when he first designed it. I was like, this is going to look perfect on her. He was also lucky that he got a model that was pretty fit and with it and open to that type of idea. So really looked good though. Benjamin. Now we're talking about the bottom. Benjamin turquoise party dress. It looked like a party dress cast on her. It looked so stiff, and the fabric was not in good shape. It was overworked. Heidi said it looked tight. I don't know if it looked tight, but the fabric definitely wasn't doing what he wanted it to do, I don't think. Amanda, horrible shower curtain. There was nothing good about that dress, nothing. I hated everything about it, including the fabric. Amanda. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Amanda. Well, let's say it's horrible twice. 2, he had that green wrap dress. At first, when his oldie said green, I was like, oh God, I hope he doesn't pick like this Kelly green. But he actually picked a really nice green. And I liked the design of it. He just is not good at sewing. So he's a good designer. He's just not a good executor, I don't think. And Kate, the only reason why she was there was because 2 was there. Because they were a team. She had the floral skirt, which ended up looking pretty nicely under the black top. So the winner was Stanley. It had to be. His was just so sharp. I loved it. And the bottom, they ended up narrowing it down to Benjamin and Amanda, that team. And I thought for sure that Amanda was going home because that was horrendous. It was hideous. But she ended up being safe. I was pretty shocked. Benjamin went home. Because I liked him. I thought he was kind of cool. Amanda, however, she's like a train wreck. I don't know. Didn't she win one week, like a couple weeks ago? I don't know how that happened. And it probably wasn't her, maybe. I don't know. Next week, it's one of my favorites. Duct tape. I freaking love duct tape. When they have the prom challenge every year where they ask high schoolers to make prom clothes out of duct tape. I'm hoping that's what it is. I'm hoping it's for prom or like a winter formal or something because you're getting the high schoolers involved in it and they're letting them do some judging. Probably very little. But it's nice to have their input. So until next week, much love.